Hi there, YouTubers. Welcome to my channel again, Learning with Lou. Before we get started, I just want to say I'm not a doctor. Don't even come close to being a doctor. And stuff that I've learned on my own, and just researching and finding things that work for other people. So then I try it myself, and we see how it goes from there. It usually goes pretty good. So if I want to just say that one time I was away from home, my wife calls me up and we Skyped a lot, and she said that her blood pressure was like 220, and she went to the doctor, and the doctor gave her some blood pressure pills, and surprise, surprise, he gave her a box full and said, try these for free, and if you like them, then I can get you a prescription and we can get you on these drugs, right? So like, I'm a firm believer that that's a symptom, not a cause. So I wanted to know, like, what the cause is. Well, there's a lot to high blood pressure and the cause. And if you go to Dr. Bergman on YouTube, and he'll show you all about high blood pressure and how it's a deception, that the numbers that they use, this 120/80, that just happens to be a number they pick in North America. So they can set boundaries and sell you drugs, but if you go to other countries, there's whole different numbers. So other things, that can affect blood pressure is, what's on her mind at the time. Maybe she was stressed out because I was away from home and she had to take care of the house by herself. Maybe she was eating junk food I didn't know about. Who knows? There's so many things that can raise your blood pressure. And blood pressure should not be tested just the one time. It should be tested like maybe 3 times during the day, a few days in a row, and getting an average and seeing what your real blood pressure is. And other crazy things will affect blood pressure if you don't drink enough water, or if you certain foods give you a certain allergy, it can raise your blood pressure. If you've got like a blood clot going to the brain, that can raise your blood pressure. And if you go and take a blood pressure pill, I mean, that could send you into a stroke, right? Because your brain's telling your body it needs more oxygen, and it raises your blood pressure, and you bring it down because you think you know better. Then that can create problems. So I listen to good holistic doctors like Bergman, and it all makes sense, the way they put it out there. So anyway, when the doctor offered my wife a box full of pills, it sounded a lot like high school. Here, try this, and if you like it, then we'll get you hooked up and get you more. So I suggested that she try vitamin E, and I don't want to say who makes this one, but you get your vitamin E, and the dosage, it's up to you. Um, I don't know that much about it. I don't want to say anything because do your own homework. Research this stuff. So I suggested to her to take some vitamin E and some niacin. So that's Niacin, and niacin. And what you want to get, and I don't suggest this brand at all, but what you want to get is as niacin and the no flush. Make sure it's like flush free or no flush. So what we did is, one time we bought some niacin that was not no flush, and wow, you ever get hit hard, you get rashes and the burning and the itching, and the reason that happens is because the niacin opens up all your blood vessels and just sends all the blood right to the skin. Opens up your blood vessels, and you can use the niacin that isn't no flush, but what you have to do is you have to like cut it into little pieces, each pill, and see which dosage works on you until it starts to give you a rash or itching and stuff. Then you back it down a little bit till it stops. But anyway, so she took the vitamin E and the niacin, and also we have to mention that we don't eat meat in this house. Like, we'll go out and have fish once in a while in a restaurant, but for the most part, we don't eat meat. We try to eat raw food as much as we can. And so, anyway, within a week, uh, her blood pressure went down a lot. She started feeling really good. Her nosebleeds went away. Um, and by the time I got home, her blood pressure was like 140, and then a few weeks after, keep on this regimen, she was down to like 120, the same as me. So it was, and she didn't change anything. She's not a big exercise person, and her diet and everything. I mean, we like to green juice. We like to do maybe 8 ounces a day, so we can make a couple of mason jars full, and it'll last us, a little while. So we just make our own green juice, and I have a video on that too. And everything helps, but like I said, blood pressure could be anything. She could have been stressed out because I wasn't home, I was away, and she had to take care of everything by herself. And yeah, like who knows, right? So anyway, if you check out Dr. John Bergman, he's awesome. And these two things really helped her a lot. So I take them too, and we only take it just before bed or just after supper. We'll just take one of each. And seems to work well. So I hope this helps anybody out there. Like I said, if you don't get the no flush, you're going to get some really weird side effects. Like exactly what happened to us was that the both of us felt like we were out in the sun watching music and stuff, and we just felt like our head was burning underneath our hair, and then all of a sudden our arms started to rash out, and we started to get really itchy, and it was like a sunstroke, we thought at first, but it turned out to be the niacin. And we go with the flush free now, and there's no side effects, and it just seems to be like good health as a side effect. So like I said, hope this helps, and thanks for watching. Bye.